everybody, it's me Nikki and welcome back to my channel. You know that my channel is all about wig reviews, so guess what? I've got another one for you today. And here she is. I named her Yvonne already, and I got her actually from Amazon, and she is actually one of my favorite Amazon wig companies, if you haven't guessed already. It's Kryssma. So I'm going to give you the full scoop on her as much as possible, including the very long, weird description that Amazon loves to give for their wigs. So here she goes. It is a Kryssma brown lace front wig, ombre, L-part synthetic wig with dark roots, long wavy brown ombre wigs for women, deep side parting. As if they didn't need to repeat as much about that as they did, but they did. So, and I got her for $36.99 with free shipping, of course, with Prime. So, as you know, I'm a huge Kryssma fan. I scooped up about 15 of them at Christmas time. And I don't know if this was one that I just missed or if it's a new release, but this one and another one that I will be reviewing for you, by the way, I ended up finding just the other day, and I was like, didn't see these before, so I got them. But I'm really glad that I did. So let me tell you about Yvonne here. So it doesn't say just exactly the length on her for sure, because they say approximately. So I would say she's around, show you here. I would say around 24, 26 inches, somewhere in there, give or take. But the length on her is very long. She does have some shorter layers here, you can see right there. So if she does start to get a little bit ratty at the bottom, you can go ahead and cut her to that length, or shorter if you want, doesn't matter. But it does have some versatility in that area. Now, this one here, I do have to say, the wig cap though is much larger than most of the other wigs that I have, so she's not very small head friendly. I did adjust her to the tightest adjusting possible with the straps, and she does have the combs as well, and she still seemed to want to slip. So I had to use my wig grip with this one. And if you are smaller head friendly, I strongly suggest you invest in a wig grip, or if you haven't already, to use it on this one. So that's about my only real negative with her. The parting on her, I mean, look at that. I didn't have to do any additional plucking. It's a very nice, wide, deep parting, and of course she is a right-sided part is how she is advertised, and when I put her on, that's pretty much how she wants to lay. I did put her in the center, and it does work that way too, just that the ear tabs are just slightly off, but not anything drastic, so you can move her around a little bit if you want to. So another bonus there. But she is heat safe up to 300 degrees. So you can go ahead and put any type of heating device on here up to that temperature. The texture on this wig is similar to their other wigs, where it's more of a silkier texture, but it's not super silky to where it looks fake with, you know, that overabundance of shine or anything like that. It is what I would say resembles really healthy human hair. So it's soft, but not to the point where it's overly dramatic. And it is absolutely stunning. The color on here is gorgeous. And I've got other Kryssma wigs that just aren't quite the same as this when it comes to the ombre effect. The ombre on here is much more defined, as you can see. It does tend to go down a little bit more, and also, whoops, sorry, goes into right in here. So there's some strands where it comes down in as well, and then goes into this nice, beautiful golden brown. So I think that the coloring on here is beautiful. And she did not shed for me, even after I cut the lace off, which is very unusual, but I'm not complaining. So definitely a bonus there as well. Of course, she is longer and more silkier texture, so she is going to tangle slightly, but so far the only tangling I have noticed is more in the more towards the ends. So up here, it's really not so bad. You can see I'm running my fingers through it without really any difficulty. But this wave here is just so pretty. Let me show you her from the back. So of course I can't see from behind me, so I hope I get everything. Let's see there. Flow is really good. Okay, I hope I got all of that. But that's pretty much the gist of Yvonne here from Kryssma. I did notice this wig and one other one that was more of an ombre ash blonde, where it has more of the defined ombre look as well, which is still slightly different from my other ash blonde wig that I reviewed from Kryssma about a month ago. So stay tuned. I will be reviewing her as well, along with tons and tons of other wigs that I have. I need to stop buying. And speaking of buying, there is one thing that I did want to bring up to you, just kind of an FYI sort of thing. I did a video where I mentioned, on wig tips on where to go and things like that. Well, one location you can buy wigs to is Poshmark. And Poshmark is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing Poshmark, but you do need to beware when you are shopping for wigs on there. And the reason why I say that is because I was on there earlier today and I came across my Kryssma wavy brown wig that I reviewed just not too long ago. Exact same wig, and it was brand new with the tags, and they wanted $68 for this thing. And I think I paid $36 to $39 for her on Amazon, somewhere in that range. So I think $68 is flippin' outrageous to ask for a wig that isn't really with that, how do I want to say it? Because Kryssma is good quality, but it's not human hair or anything like that. So to ask for $68 plus shipping is crazy. So you do want to do your homework if you are going to be shopping on Poshmark, that you look at the wig that they have on there and then go to Google and look it up and see what it's retailing for elsewhere. So definitely some advice that I wanted to tell you since I came across this issue today, because I'd hate to have people go out there, go on Poshmark and buy these wigs where they're thinking they're getting a deal and they're not. So just keep that in mind. But didn't mean to kind of go off the topic of the review, but I felt it was necessary to just kind of bring that up while we're talking about it. So I hope you love this wig as much as I do. She's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Even when I just put her behind on my back like this, how it flows down like this, it's gorgeous. So she's definitely a winner in my book. Now, please comment down below. Please be respectful. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Oh, I forgot to mention the density. Density is perfect, I would say. So, again, if I left anything out, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer that for you. And if there's a wig that you'd like me to review, please comment that down below as well. And let me know if you have this wig. It's, like I said, it could be new because there's only 5 reviews on here as of right now. So I don't know. But let me know if you have her and if you do, what you like or don't like about her. And that's about it. But I'm going to say it always, like and subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing a lot more reviews to you. And that way, if you subscribe, you can get them right away. So you better do that. And that's about all I have for today with this wig. I appreciate you watching, and I will be back again. I post at least once or twice a week, sometimes more if I have the time. But it was a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye-bye.